YouTube, what's going on? It's Mesa Sean back at it with some Destiny 2. Alright folks, in my opinion, Bungie dropped a bombshell on us. And I say bombshell because this is probably the coolest 2 minutes of Destiny 2 I've ever seen. Bungie tweeted out, "The Dreaming City holds ancient secrets, lore, and loot," and then upside down it says, "But nightmares lurk beneath the surface." Now, the Dreaming City is where all of the endgame content is going to be. Endgame content, I mean for solo players, and also the raid is going to take place. So we're going to dissect some things here, and we also are going to go over at the end of the video. The API was Datamined, and we now know what burns will be on year 1 weapons and what you want to save and what you want to mod, because come August 28th, all of the burns on your weapons will be locked. So if you have a particular weapon that you like, this list will help you figure out, hey, I need to have one of Arc, one of Solar, one of Void, and etc. Let's get into the trailer, but before we break it down in slow motion and so forth, let me play it in its entirety.
This is our most sacred place. Outsiders are forbidden. I want answers. No one was supposed to come back here until everything was safe. I want to kill whatever evil has crept into the Dreaming City. There is an immense creature at the heart of this place. The fate of the Dreaming City is at stake.
So the Dreaming City is all about endgame, and that means for us raiders, but then also the solo players will have plenty of endgame stuff to do. Petravenge, she is going to be our guide to the Dreaming City. They said in some of the Game Informer interviews that she will change and the Dreaming City will change on kind of like a weekly or every 3-week basis. The Dreaming City is going to evolve over time. So you did hear Petra say there is a creature that we need to destroy at the core or beneath the city. So that's obviously the raid boss. Now, it seems like there's going to be the surface of the Dreaming City and then what's below it. The nightmare is what's below, and it looks like as we go through the footage, there's going to be a lot of Taken involved in it. So this is more than likely going to be a Taken raid, but we do see a lot of Scorn on the surface, and we also see some Hive right here. What they're up to, I have no idea. We also see some clearly half Taken, I don't think they're fully Taken, Techians or Tech Witches who were employed by Marasov the Queen. Now, Marasov, she has to be in this DLC. These were the Techians, and I'm probably butchering that name, from the House of Wolves, and you saw them on the side of Marasov at the opening of the Taken King. But Marasov has to be in this DLC. Here we see for the Legendary Collection for Destiny 2 Forsaken, you get these Baron playing cards, and well, look who's one of them, Marasov. Now, I believe according to the lore, these Tech Witches were dabbling with Taken energy. Well, it looks like it didn't go so well for them because they look like clearly they're taken or at least partially taken. Next up, they say it's going to be riddled with puzzles, which I love because it's going to be expanding, it's going to be changing over the course of weeks, and the reset's going to be every 4 days, not weekly. The raid is going to reset once a week, but the weekly reset's not going to be weekly, it's going to be every 4 days. Now, it's going to say here in a bit, we are confronting an ancient secret. And Petravenge at the end of it said, well, we're fighting some sort of creature at the heart of what's underneath the Dreaming City. So that leads to the speculation portion. What do you think the raid boss is going to be? Is it going to be Savathun? I am leaning towards no, but let me know in the comment section what you think and why. I'm thinking no because we are going back to the Dreadnought, probably in year 3. We know at the Destiny 2 end cutscene or whatever. Clearly after the Reef, we're going back to the Dreadnought, folks. At the end, we get to look at what's called the Blind Well, and you're going to see them all jump into it right now. This is going to be kind of like an Archon's Forge, Court of Oryx, endgame activity. We don't know too much about it. Game Informer did touch on it a little bit in some of their coverage, but we don't know much about it. More than likely, we're going to have to get some sort of offerings, bring them to Petrovenge, go into the Blind Well, and, well, it kind of looks like a Horde mode, or at least it looks like it's got tons of action. So that's all I really wanted to cover regarding this trailer, but let me know in the comment section any other things that you guys spot. I want to touch on this real quick. I'm going to leave a link in the description, guys. All of the weapons that you put an element on will lock on August 28th. There's a list I'm going to put in the description from Reddit where they farm the API, right? And they figured out basically what type of element all these elemental weapons will stay as, and they say if you pull them from the collections, it will stay as that element. For example, Uriel's gift in year 2 is going to be Arc. So if you have 2 Uriel's gifts right now, make one solar, make one void. My beloved Mananan SR4 is going to be void. Now I only have 1, so I'm going to make it solar. Other weapons like the Tone Patrol, that's going to go to Arc. Vacuna SR4 is going to be solar. The Inaugural Address is going to be void, so if you have a few of those, and I love that weapon, make an Arc and make a solar one, because when you pull them from the collections, they will stay with that element that's in this list right now. So that's it for me, guys. So please leave me a like if you found this video enjoyable. Leave me a hashtag made it to the end if you did make it to the end, and do me a favor, drop a like in this video only if you see fit. Follow me on the Twitter at Mesa Sean. Check out my stream, usually and always on YouTube, and that is it. I am out of here like Vladimir.